Hi, I'm Travis and welcome to my closet. Today we're going to be reviewing the Michael Kors Keaton slip-on logo sneaker. This is a slip-on shoe, as said in the name, that has some very interesting characteristics to it. First of all, MK is done with a painted on, almost graffiti look to it. Now, the back has this nice little silver stripe that has a glint to it, and the MK right there, real small. Michael Kors can also be found down here on the side, and in case you forgot which shoe you were wearing, your footprints in the sand will tell you. Now, for me, this is a love-hate shoe. It was a very difficult process getting this shoe. Michael Kors, as I've said in some of my previous videos, their sizes run small, which I did not know at the time, and you have to go up, let's see, a full size. If you don't, it will not fit. I don't know if this is a marketing thing to make you think you've got bigger feet, but they don't pertain necessarily to younger crowds. I found when I was younger, a company called DC Shoes, they would do this where I had friends that would brag to me that they're wearing size 12, and I'd look down and I'd be like, oh, well, they're DCs. I mean, you're actually like an 8.5, maybe a 9. But that's besides the point. This shoe in particular, I wanted it to be a slip-on, an easy slip-on. I don't wear shoes in the house, and I like to be able to kick off my shoes, and I wanted this to replace sandals. I will admit I have some ugly man toes, and I like them to be covered with an easy slip-on. And I wasn't looking for a toe-covered sandal. I wanted something a little fun, something a little exciting. Now, I'm going to start getting into some of the bad things about this shoe, which I'm already starting to talk about with the size, but that could be easily fixed by just ordering or going in and trying on the shoes. The biggest problem with this shoe is how skinny it is. Let me find another shoe. Here we go. Here is a classic, just flat black Puma shoe. This is running the correct size that it should be. And we can see here, if I hold them up to each other, the difference in thickness. Down here, it gets extremely thin. Up here, it's almost the same. But right here, you're pinched pretty darn tight, which really defeats the whole idea of it being a slip-on shoe. You really need to work at it and cram your foot in there and just jab away at it. Now, like I said, I ordered these for every shoe I have, and they were too small. So when I called customer service, and which I love Michael Kors, and I love their in-person customer service. But if you ever have to deal with them over the phone, I am sorry. Or if you have already, I'm still sorry. Because they were rude. They did not act like anybody has ever ran into this problem before. They do not mention on their website, like Coach does, that they run small and to purchase, in some particular shoes, to purchase a size larger. And they made me pay for the shoe twice, then ship the wrong sized shoe back, wait about 3 to 4 weeks, but I can't remember, so I'm not gonna, don't hold me to that, to get my refund. That was the only way they would do it. Now, for some of us, being out $80, $90 for 3 to 4 weeks is not that big of a deal. But for me in particular, and especially at the time, early COVID, I was not really pleased at all with having to go through these hoops. I was looking more forward to some of the customer service I've received from Louis Vuitton in the past. All things said, I do have the shoe. It is still too small. It fits. It fits like it should now, one size larger. But to get a slip-on shoe, I have to use a shoehorn. I wanted kick on, kick off. So, I don't wear them very often. They're more for looks, and they're also very uncomfortable. I think part of that is, like we discussed, due to how skinny it is. But it just, I don't know. I've ran into this problem with, if you've watched my other review, I reviewed the pink poppy lace-ups. And those Michael Kors shoes they're not skinny like these, but they too have a little bit of an uncomfortable sole to them. My biggest complaint was, and when I saw this on the internet, I didn't see that it was kind of this shiny, cheap, plasticky looking material. I thought it was going to be for the MK, the painted MK part. I thought we were going to be getting more of, I don't know what I was expecting, but maybe a flat color. And as you've been viewing the shoe, you could probably just guess what my next complaint is. It is the fact that you cannot make out MK. The colors, that gray on black, is far too subtle of a difference in color to make out. So it appears from a distance that you are just walking around with a slip-on that you spilled paint on. Once you sit up and you're sitting around with your friends or doing whatever you're doing, at that point they might recognize that this is an M and a K, but it also goes against their normal MK look, and it just kind of, excuse my French, but looks tacky. But as I said at the beginning, these are a love-hate shoe. I don't have many fun shoes in my collection. I don't have many casual wear shoes. So for when I'm just going down the street or going out for a few, because like I said, they're quite uncomfortable, I might throw these on. The website advises that you can wear them with dress attire or jeans. Usually I'll wear them with a pair of light colored cargo shorts and a light shirt. That way these themselves pop a little bit more. Now if you can still find them available, they were, I believe, a limited run, but you can find it in reversed color. And by that, this white is now black and all of this black is now white. It doesn't suffer from the same problem of the MKs just getting lost. That's not my camera. That is literally how it looks. They're lost. There's no MKs there. But it just didn't appeal to me. We're all our own person, and if you want to go check them out, I do not highly recommend them. But if you're looking for a fun, just a fun shoe that you're not going to be doing a lot of walking around in, then this is one to look into. Or just to add to your collection. It has a real neat artistic look to it, and they're a shoe. Alright, my name's Travis, and thanks for hanging out with me in my closet. Oh, and if you could like and subscribe, I know you hear that in every single video you've ever watched. I just recently started making videos, and I get tired of listening to people do that. But it really does make a difference. Right now I'm getting 2 or 3 views, and a like would really make my day. Alright,